Kill your backline, fam. What about it?
Yo, what's up?
Interesting as well, the Gladiators have, while they have been playing sort of 2 tanks, they've actually had Shaw 4 on the Sombra quite a lot. So they haven't been playing, you know, like a completely stacked out tank line. And that Sombra has been giving them a huge amount of value, especially against Fisher. Fisher's getting hacked, EMP'd. Every time he tries to walk in, he's getting booped out, taken down by self-destruct because he can't move.
I mean, that's kind of the answer to a really strong wrecking ball, right? As soon as they drop in, they land the big slam, they think they're going to do a ton, they get hacked and they get bashed by Brig and they can't get out. So, I mean, you see the Gladiators kind of playing that perfectly. So, we'll see Seoul Dynasty here on offense to kick
King's Row, by the way.
It is King's Row, yeah. I mean, we did talk a little bit here. It is King's Row, but now they're going to be running 3 supports. Michelle playing Sombra here, and then you're going to have Fleta playing Zarya. I wonder if they stay up. It's like
this is
like
the mirror.
Yeah.
Fighting for what you believe in.
Shaw 4 now getting a good idea of exactly what they're playing. Oh, the Ana for Jehong. That's very interesting, but Michelle just goes down very quickly. Must have been scattered out.
But I wonder though, is it a mirror just to mirror, or is it something that they've kind of really worked on? Because you know the Gladiators have had these strategies. I mean, all during World Cup, you know, for Team Canada, right? We talked about how strong of the Sombra.
Well, this Ana pick this Ana pick is interesting as a point of difference, right? From Jehong. You don't have a Zen, maybe you don't feel like you need him because there are only 2 tanks on the side of the Gladiators, maybe you fence.
But now you really like the damage. I mean, you gain like if they hack, I guess, like the Rhine Shield, you can get like a big nade, but you just lack the damage to finish players off.
Oh, very cute. Dexa.
Nice.
We know him as aggressive Lucio, and he picks off Shaw 4 straight away. Enough to really force the Gladiators off the point tail between their legs. I suppose Seoul are really living for those moments where Jehong can set up a big violent grenade. If you're not hitting those, the Ana pick is a little bit hard to justify outside of a nano boost onto your right. Here's a re-engage. Gladiators come back in for a fighting chance. Immediately goes to the Transcenders. Fisher had the aforementioned nano boost here. Can't do too much with it with so much healing available for the Gladiators, but there is an Earth Shatter. So he'll just try and chill for a moment. Goes for it now. Gets very little for that one. The shield was in the way. Raw protecting his team well, but it's not really going to hold. Fisher comes through the fire strike, and Shaz has to limp onto the point and face his destiny.
And Void ends up using his grab there towards the end, and like right as he uses the grab, Soul unlocks the point. So you don't really get anything out of that. And because you use the grab and you just take the point, there's no reason for Soul to invest any support ultimates in that. So they hold on to their sound barrier, they hold on to their rally. I was a little bit like, maybe you could have set up, you know, Fissure with that shatter a bit better. You could have gotten like the hack or the EMP, but they actually got the hack onto hydration and not roar. So maybe that's what they were trying to do, just hack the wrong person.
Despite the shadow not really connecting, it still went well for Seoul. Shaw 4 has an EMP that we just managed to let it go here. A lot of members of Seoul affected by that one. Big Huge playing around the corner, but the sound barrier still came out from Seoul. Jackson still managed to make that one work, and they can still push on. What should have been a crippling ultimate to Seoul was merely deflected. Jackson did a great job keeping his team up through that one. There was a responding EMP from Michelle just to really drive the point home.
You know, when you're trying to land the EMP in this part of the map, it's very difficult to connect with everybody. Like, there's a lot of different areas where the supports can hide. And Surf were just not able to connect with the supports that had ultimates there. So, didn't really get a ton for that. The Gladiators make some changes. Void now will play D.Va. Surfer is going to play Zarya. So you're going to see, you know, a traditional 3-tank 3 support out of the Gladiators.
Earth Shatter here for Raw. Trying to break line of sight behind the payloaders to not take too much poke damage. He wants to go forward. The rest of his team are there. But Seoul sniffed it out pretty quickly. Took a huge backstep. Obviously, you know, the Lucio role in fights like this is so important, man. Being able to disengage when you don't fancy yourself in a fight. And now, re-engage when you want to go again.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Gonna be the nano boost here on the Fissure, and he's got a shatter to work with. That'll be the Transcendence out of Shaz. Just trying to line this up. There's going to be the big grab. Is going to be a sound barrier that comes in from the Gladiators, so keeping some players alive. They're not enough though to keep hydration up.
Huge punishment. Raw got hacked manually during that fight by Michelle. No shielding available, and no one has a little bit of a bloodbath more than Jackson by the looks of things. Seoul are traveling much better on this map, especially when, you know, these two teams are forced to essentially mirror, you know, tank and support heavy compositions. Seoul are happy enough with this Sombra presence, especially with an EMP around the corner, to stay this course and not pick up the D.Va.
And it's interesting, you know, a lot of the teams, they talk about how, you know, the Zen version of the 3-tank 3 support is much more effective and like having Ana in the mix. Seoul pretty much until now just runs Ana throughout the whole map. Now we get the Zen here towards the end.
That was so big! Oh, what a nasty EMP from Michelle. Everyone gets lit up like a Christmas tree.
Can't do anything about that. I mean, literally, you lose your game.
Me genuinely, literally can't do anything about that. You can walk. You can walk. You can dodge. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge ultimates. Flutter and Munchkin here set up on the side halls just to get an idea of which side the Gladiators are going to be pushing out from. Surefire has the Graviton here, and it's going to have to be a good one. There is no Diva on the side of Soul right now, so he doesn't have to worry too much about it getting eaten up. He needs the placement to be good, and it is. Pushing forward now. Flutter and Fisher very low. Raw charges through. And that's what the Gladiators need. The grab is always going to be extra effective against this particular comp Soul running.
I mean, you do use your rally there for Soul Dynasty, but you're going to have Sound Barrier rally for the next fight, and you know that they do not have grabs, so you can kind of try and muscle your way on through, force the transcendence of the other team, but most likely Big Goose will end up getting Sound Barrier during this fight. So you have all three support ultimates here. If you're Soul, maybe you try and just kind of like drive push on the maybe use the Shatter, force the support ultimate you out, and then you have the grab to come back of your own.
Or if you can Shatter to, potentially stop a support ult before it happens, kick off that support, you're very happy. Raw shield is out, he's got to go forward. Doesn't work out, the timing's not there for the Gladiators. They had to get aggressive there, but Soul read them like an absolute cook. Michelle wants to go in, EMP, yeah, that's going to be nasty. And the Earth Shatter to back up from Fisher, a lot of ultimates being committed. That's the pin on hydration though, and the Graviton to come out. 4 big ultimates from Soul, but it gets the job done, and they have 2 support ultimates for the last fight, Matt.
It's kind of exactly what I was talking about. They use a bunch of ultimates, they force the ultimates out of the Gladiators. The EMP forces trans. Once the trans wears off, the Graviton surge is there from Flood, and they pick up the kill.
Into stall now as hydration desperately throws himself at the point, getting a heck of a lot of shielding. Considering the whole enemy team was standing around him, that's how it works. Fisher goes for that Earth Shatter, knocking hydration to the ground. Now into the fray comes the rest of Soul, and Jexa had the Sound Barrier saved up for just this moment. Big Goose knocked away, and that'll be it.
Really strong offense there from Soul Dynasty. Really impressive to see how they, bounce back after that really rough map number 1. Came back to storm through this map here on King's Row. We'll see you right after this quick commercial break with the second half of King's Row.
One minute and 42 seconds. That's the amount of time the Soul Dynasty have left in the bank after finishing King's Row Matt. It actually seemed pretty smooth for them. JHONG didn't even die on that round at all.
I mean, they only have 6 deaths total.
And that was on the attacking side, mind you.
The Sombra play was just unbelievable. I mean, from Michelle, right? Connecting with an average of 3 players per EMP. The EMP is great, obviously, to pick up kills off of combo, but also like force support ultimates out. It allows you much more value out of Graviton surges at that point.
And again, the Gladiators may opt to go for a composition that we just don't do it to Sumi. Don't do it to me!
All right.
Is it?
Why
At
not?
the Symmetra, okay. I've seen everything. I never want to go back to the old timeline.
So, if you haven't seen Symmetra in a bit, kit's changed a bit. So You can throw the turrets out now. They still only have 3. The teleporter moves from an ultimate, as you see here, to an actual ability, so you can send everybody on through. And then her ultimate builds up a huge photon barrier, which, you know, blocks so much damage, and it creates such a difficult thing for the opposing team to deal with.
Most importantly, Symmetra's primary fire no longer locks onto targets as a straight beam, but it really ramps up in power and, of course, can gain ammunition from shields, which there are a lot of right here. So here's the play. The Gladiators get onto the point. They kind of do a bit of a rope-a-dope with the Seoul Dynasty, but they still lose big use early in the fight, and they're looking worse for wear health-wise. Void's down, Hydration's missing, Raw's not looking great either. So this may not have worked out for Seoul, for the Gladiators.
I mean, yeah, so to talk a little bit about what you were talking about, when Surefour aims at Fissure's Reinhardt shield and just aims at it, puts down primary fire, it will increase in energy, and he'll also gain some ammo back. So you kind of almost have like Zarya's out on the field, except like Surefour can get charged up much faster. See, that's going to be the same ultimate. So that's the photon barrier as they push onto the point.
I mean, look how powerful it is. The Seoul Dynasty, if they want to interact with the Gladiators at all, they have to step forward. They might just be forced to wait this out or wait for Fissure, and that seems to have been the plan. Fissure comes in, gets his Zarya bubble pretty much instantly, but there's a Transcendence in over the fight. J-Hawk responds, gets one of his own. Fissure's down, tank battle won by the Gladiators. Now the charge on out, and well, look at J-Hawk being forced away from his team. They can't benefit from the healing. Flatter falls flat as the charge connects, and J-Hawk's all alone. The Gladiators, the Symmetra play, the dream is real.
I mean, to give you an idea of what the photon barrier does there, I mean, it blocks about 2,200 damage. So that's a pretty high impact ultimate there. Especially if like you were stuck in like a graviton surge, let's say, you can use it to like split the grav in half and potentially block. It probably deters Fleta from using his graviton surge.
You can still shoot. You can shoot barrier.
Well, you can also teleport out of the grav as well, so you can get like out of that situation.
The one-way barrier really nasty for Seoul to deal with now. And they come into this next fight with a few more key ultimates the Dynasty do. Obviously, Graviton's Shatter is also there. Sound barrier. Here's another Photon Wall now as well. They push forward. Graviton Surge. Surefour might not be able to survive this one. He's focused out pretty quickly, and it is very pretty to look at. But on this stage of the map, it might not be what the Doctor ordered.
Do we see a switch? I think the fans would say no. I think his teammates would probably say yes. But
Tsumi is for the fans.
yep.
Interesting. Crowd as the really early. Very close forward. This self-destruct could be nasty. Raw has to shield up pretty quickly. The Gladiators aren't affected by it, so that's all hunky-dory. However, they get nothing with the grab either. Void was hoping to sort of catch them unaware, but now they can almost outmaneuver Seoul as they move to the payload through this choke. It's a bit scary once they fan out from the choke. That's a nice hack though. Raw goes down instantly. That's the Transcendence.
Yeah, I mean, the Gladiators were able to gain a little bit of an ultimate advantage because of that fight. The Transcendence is now gone, and boy, you see how charged he is up on that Zarya at 100%. Now building up towards another Graviton Surge. He's in an awkward position, though. They have to back on out. Well, as I say, they have to back on out. They ain't going nowhere. They're stuck in a crap of their own. Fleta lays it down. Pick up the rest of the kills.
So we're seeing these fights occurring in sort of strange locations and ultimates being committed that you otherwise wouldn't expect. But when you are playing two compositions that are, playing triple tank, triple support, or some variation of it, maybe the Sombras in the mix, you do need to try and catch the enemy team by surprise, force ultimates at them, or just get a cheeky first pick off. Get that player advantage, and then sort of snowball that in your face.
The rally. Push on forward. That'll be the grab that comes in from Void. See, a few members from Seoul Dynasty caught up inside of it. No follow-up there from the Gladiators. You see all the pressure coming out from Seoul Dynasty, picking up these kills. I know, but we've been talking and like watch this game, and like it may seem a little bit like, back and forth. It's really not. I think it's just because the fights end up lasting so long, it kind of gives you that like false illusion that it is a little
Seoul
bit closer.
has been very comfortable.
Yeah, the Gladiators have 9 kills to 52 deaths. That's not good. Don't know if I really need to break that one down. Getting past the 10 kill mark would be ideal, but is Seoul just playing that good right now?
EMP for Surefour has to come out before J-Hong gets his Transcendence. J-Hong's going to be playing very safe right now to make sure that he doesn't get hacked. He needs to be able to use his ultimate. Jackson may not have his this fight. Here's a rally that normally heralds a solo fight, and the Transcendence comes out before the EMP. Nice play by J-Hong. He has to have an itchy trigger finger in cases like this, and he does a good job to keep his team up. pressure. Nothing can save him from that onslaught. Knocked up, pinned against the wall. The burst damage too strong, and Fleta follows soon after. The Gladiators are finally getting some traction, but they've lost so much time already, Matt.
I know, and the timing there for Jaehong has to be perfect, which it was. Just still not good enough to save some teammates there from falling, but he'll switch off of Zen after using chance to go to Ana. So you think maybe for this last fight you gain a huge advantage in terms of using that biotic grenade. You know there's no diva on the other side. You're not going to build up towards that trance in the 40 seconds, so you may as well get some value to sleep in a nade.
Grabs up straight away. Shawfall was lurking behind the Soul liner, but he doesn't get it in time. Look at that bio nade, it's so nasty. Well, everyone from the Gladiators have to back away as quickly as they can. Fisher just trying to throw a shadow in, but guess what? Rawls was just a bit better. He gets the charge in now, and that's an EMP just to make things even worse for Soul. It's a tough fight for them to hold on. And they've lost Munchkin. Raw has to take his time though. The Gladiators took so much damage in those first engagements that they have to play this slow. Self-destructing to the back, it finds very little. That would have been the release valve for Soul on that fight. Bishop finds a very aggressive kill on Void, and it's Michael happening. He gets a second, falls down. Flynn gets himself two as well, and that is unbelievable. That Soul can come back in a fight where they were so far behind, but they've done it anyway. And the defense holds strong. Map number 2, Soul Dynasty.
Really nice switch from Jaehong at the end there to go to Ana. New mode